alternative fuels. One of the byproducts of having this whole proposal fall into place the way it does. We have desalination technology. We now have the aqueduct system. Everyone has the water that they need. Everyone now has the food that they need. One of the reasons why we've had a food shortage is because there has been grains and whatnot that has been earmarked for alternative fuels that has created a shortage of food supplies for people. So now we're in a stress condition because there's not enough food, because we're shuttling off a certain percentage of the agriculture for alternative fuels. If we undertake this proposal, we don't have that issue anymore. We have as much grain as we could possibly grow for alternative fuels. And the way that our combustion engines are put together right now, we're not going to be able to replace every engine on the planet with an electric engine right away. And so that means we have to make do with the engines that we have in our cars and our tractors and our trucks and our planes presently. And if we can, with relatively inexpensive modifications, as we take the inventory of old cars out and replace them with newer technologies for those that can afford it, that's going to take some time. So if we have some alternative fuels that can burn cleaner, we can grow those fuels. From what research I have done, it looks like algae gets to be the winner on that account. But right now we've created a problem with shortage of food because we're taking that away for ethanol. If we're just going to switch over to ethanol temporarily while we decide whether we're going to use switchgrass or algae or something else, we can go ahead and grow as much food as we possibly can. We can then take a percentage of that food because there will be surpluses. We can then take that to local cracking plants. We don't have to have a Chevron or an Exxon oil refinery. We can create those localized in near local or regional communities where those grains that are grown regionally or locally can be taken to that plant and refined there locally and then distributed locally, thereby cutting down the cost of delivery tremendously. And I'm sure there's a technology that can come up, that can be established, that would allow us to do so. As we migrate onto alternative fuels, the point that I'm trying to make is that I don't believe we can or should sever our relationship with fossil-based petroleum permanently. What I'm suggesting, though, and what most of the world probably concurs with, is that we should sever our dependence on a single material for our fuel sources. We should distribute the available fuel sources around to a variety of alternatives. So in this proposal, by coming up with the ability to provide alternative fuels, I'm suggesting that we sever our dependence on petroleum-based oil, not sever our relationship to it.